Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Leg Drop the World. My name is Doc. This is my good buddy Judge.
What's up?
And we are back to talk about wrestling.
I have not been replaced.
You have not been replaced.
Not been replaced.
Never.
Not yet.
Never. We are back to talk about WWE. We're going to talk about Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, and NXT.
Yep, all the good stuff.
Yeah, so it should be fun.
I'm going to preface this right now that I didn't watch Raw. Well, I watched some of Raw. I didn't watch all of Raw. I stopped it. I stopped.
Yeah, I could see why. Before we get to that, though, if you guys could take a minute and hit the subscribe button, the like button, the notification button to let you know when we upload videos, and hit the share button.
Yes,
share this with your friends.
Yeah.
You could also check us out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll put links down in the description.
Yep.
So with all that stuff out of the way,
yes,
now we can talk about wrestling. And Judge, hit me.
Well, I'm going to let you hit me because I didn't watch Raw.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Well,
I watched some of Raw. I'll give my insight.
Yeah, we start off with Kurt Angle coming down to the You Suck song.
Yep.
And song and dance.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out to make an announcement, but before he can make that announcement, Braun Strowman's music hits.
Oh, of course.
Braun Strowman comes down and says, "Hey, I want to wrestle." And then Kane's music hits.
Let me wrestle.
And Kane comes down to the ring. And then before things can get too out of hand, good old Paul Heyman comes out.
Polly.
And he says, you know what? We're not going to be talking about plans for a title match without the champion.
Yes.
And so then Brock Lesnar's music hits.
Yes.
And he comes down to the ring.
He doesn't say anything, right?
He doesn't. And the only person who says anything from this point on is Kurt Angle. And when all three of the big men are in the ring, he stops them and he goes, hey, wait a minute. Before this gets out of hand, I just want to make a quick announcement. The main event is going to be a triple threat match. See ya. And he bolts out of the ring.
Yeah.
And leaves the three guys to just stew in their own juices. And then I think it was Braun goes for a clothesline or something like that. Ends up getting tossed out of the ring by Lesnar.
Okay.
Kane and Brock kind of mix it up a little bit, and Kane ends up eating an F5.
Yeah.
Brock gets out of the ring. Kane does his little sit-up thing.
Yeah, what his brother Destruction does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
to
there
show
you go.
That he's a machine.
That was our opener. It was really weird.
Sounds like it's going to be a great show.
Yeah, they really like these multi-person matches.
They do.
Fatal 4-ways, triple threats.
Fatal 5.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It should be interesting.
Handicap matches galore.
Honestly, since it's not a singles match, that means it's probably going to be longer than... But
what Brock is normally used to.
Exactly. But you also have to remember that Kane is in this match, and Kane is 50?
Yeah, that's true.
So
when is this match taking place?
This would be at the Royal Rumble, because there are no other pay-per-views between here and Rumble.
Oh, so they're not gonna do a pre-show rumbling? They're not gonna do a Rumble before the Rumble?
Nope. There are no other pay-per-views.
Okay.
So yeah, that's gonna be the match at the Rumble. I mean, conventional wisdom would state that, or would at least, kind of lean to Brock Lesnar retaining, and then him being the main event of WrestleMania for whoever wins the Rumble.
So if that's the case, Roman's winning the Rumble.
Unless, and this was a rumor that I had read a few weeks back, that Shinsuke Nakamura wins the Rumble, and we get Shinsuke versus AJ for the title.
That would be the smart thing to do, yes.
So that would be preferable, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know how many tickets it sells. If Mania is to sell tickets,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
That's very true.
Then we get. I'm gonna mark this off right here.
Cool.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, so we get Seth Rollins coming down to the ring. He's going to wrestle Samoa Joe. That's what he really wants.
Yeah.
He wants to get his hands on Samoa Joe.
Just get his hands on him.
So once Seth is in the ring and his music quits, I can't do his music, his new music. But
it's a generation of great.
Yeah, we're the next generation of great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, Jason Jordan comes out and he says, "Listen, Seth, I know you want to wrestle Samoa Joe, but I want to wrestle Samoa Joe."
Here's the thing. I did watch this part. At least I got highlights of it.
Yeah.
The fans were booing Jason Jordan like crazy.
Listen, he is about as bland can get.
He's getting that X-Pac heat.
He just needs a character.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
There's really nothing to get behind.
Yeah.
And really only stuff to hate. So,
True.
Anyways, Seth Rollins says, "Listen, buddy, go cry to your pops. I'm gonna wrestle Samoa Joe." Samoa Joe comes out, and Samoa Joe is so great.
He's the only good thing on Raw.
Just the fact that he was in a lot of this show is what saved Raw for me.
Yep.
But he comes out and he says, "Gentlemen, I feel like the belle of the ball.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to dance with me."
Yeah.
So he essentially says, "Why don't you guys wrestle each other, and then I'll wrestle the winner?"
Yeah. And no, doesn't he say, "I'll put the winner to sleep"?
Yes, he does. Seth Rollins doesn't like this idea,
No.
but something happens. I think
Jason
Jordan attacks Seth Rollins, and that's enough to make Seth Rollins forget about
Samoa Joe.
vendetta he has against Samoa Joe. So we have Jason Jordan versus Seth Rollins in what is an okay match. I mean, they're both good wrestlers, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right.
They had a cool spot with. Excuse me. They had a cool spot with Jason Jordan getting thrown into Samoa Joe when he's on the outside.
Yeah, so Samoa Joe makes his way to ringside, and he ends up getting involved at the end, and that's what allows Seth to hit the, what are we calling it? The Kingslayer?
It's the knee.
The
horrible knee.
Eagles Landing.
What?
I don't know. The
King's Landing?
King's Landing, something, I don't know.
Game of Thrones fans out there.
Whatever it is, that's what we get. Oh, hey, by the way, I didn't do that.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't like his finishing move.
No, it's dumb.
They need to give him a better finishing move.
Yeah.
I mean, he has
He should do that.
curb stomp.
That's how you hurt people.
It doesn't hurt people.
It does. It's targeting the head. You can't do that.
It doesn't hurt. It just looks like it hurts people.
What? So he used to do the one where he jump off the top, like do a frog splash, hit the splash, then roll up into a suplex.
Yeah.
That should be his finisher.
I mean, I don't know. Anything but that knee. That short arm knee looks dumb.
Yeah.
And I don't like it.
Yeah, it is.
So anyways, Seth Rollins wins. But with the Samoa Joe interference, Kurt Angle essentially says, so Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins later on are backstage and they're hitting up Kurt Angle, and Kurt says, "Listen, I know you guys have a beef with Joe, so this is what we're going to do. It's going to be Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Jason Jordan versus Samoa Joe, Sheamus, and Cesaro."
Hey, I have a funny joke for you.
Uh-oh. What is
Ready?
it? Yeah.
A dog, an architect, and a lunatic walk into a bar.
Okay.
And then they keep walking into the bar.
Okay.
And they keep walking into the bar.
Okay.
And they keep walking into the bar.
That's good.
It's so dumb. What, can we stop with this match? Like, stop putting the Shield against the bar.
Yeah.
Because it's not working.
No. But I mean, what do they have? They can't do anything else.
You've got other people to defend the title against.
The problem is that they don't have any legitimate threats to the title, right? The club is a joke.
Yes.
At this point.
Agreed.
Who else? Heath Slater and Rhino.
No.
They're a joke.
True.
Miz Taraj, joke.
I don't know. Just start bringing in people. Bring in some
Or put together singles competitors.
Yeah.
That, kind of like what they did with Sheamus and Cesaro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They need to do something because
Bray Wyatt. I understand Bray Wyatt he's doing his thing but put Bray with the bar and put Seth Roman and I don't know Matt Hardy or something. I guess that's the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's just dumb.
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
It's a lot.
And stupid.
It's definitely a lot. So, anyways, that's the match that we get later on. But before we get to that, we have Finn Balor versus the Miz Taraj
in a 2v1 handicap.
Yes. Miz Taraj still coming out to the Miz's music, which
is great.
I love. And so, yeah, I mean, they actually have a legitimate 2-on-1 match for a few minutes. And then they end up, the Miz Taraj ends up double teaming Finn in an illegal manner. And that's when Hideo Itami's music hits. Hideo comes out. He runs out to make the save because Finn and Hideo are good friends from Japan.
Yep.
And so we cut to a commercial.
Yeah.
And when we come back from commercial, they're engaged in a tag match.
Yeah.
And we get to find out that during the break, they made it a tag match.
Yeah,
a legitimate
and they just
tag team match.
They just started it.
They
it's fine.
started the match during the
Commercial
break.
Yeah.
These commercial breaks are so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing so much stuff. The camera work is shoddy lately.
Yep.
The doing stuff during commercial breaks is ridiculous. So anyways, they have a match, and Hideo Itami hits his GTS.
Which, from what I saw, looked like awfulness.
Well, I think the problem is that, one, Curtis Axel, did he hit Curtis with it, or did he hit Bo?
Yeah, he hit Curtis with it.
Is too heavy and too tall.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because he just puts you on his shoulders, and then he dumps you, and you land on your feet. Well, when anyone really lands on their feet, they're taller
than Hideo. Because Hideo's tiny.
Well, I mean, he's 205, so.
Well, I mean, he's probably what, 5'11"?
Nah, he's probably shorter than that.
Yeah.
He's probably 5'10", 5'9".
If he would try to put me to sleep and he dumped me, I would just stand up and he had to try and get his knee up.
Yeah. So, anyways, didn't look great. But, I mean, it's a GTS. It's back on the main card.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it's
that was
not on the
crazy.
main card because it's on 205 Live.
Well, I mean, he did it on Raw.
Oh.
So, I mean, when was the last time you saw a GTS on Raw?
That's true.
But anyway, so that was kind of cool.
Probably back when this guy was still doing this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the whole thing was just to set up the fact that Hideo is going to be featured or debuting on 205 Live.
Yep.
So then we get Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak in what was a really good match.
Yeah.
Those two put together quite the match.
Really?
Yeah. I really like those guys wrestling each other. But Cedric Alexander hits a lumbar check and is able to get the 1-2-3.
This was to determine who's wrestling Enzo.
Correct.
At Royal Rumble?
I'm assuming. Probably pre-show. But yeah, to determine the contender. Number one contender.
What are the betting odds that Cedric doesn't win?
I don't know.
It's got to be pretty high, right?
That Enzo retains?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I mean, obviously, Cedric is the babyface. He's the crowd favorite. He gets cheers. Some cheers.
Some cheers.
I mean, but it's a 205 live audience,
Yeah.
so
the
nobody
cheers
gets
are good.
Yeah, nobody gets much of nothing from that.
Yeah.
From that crowd.
That's a tough crowd.
But anyways, I would love to see Cedric with that belt. He needs to have that belt. They need to give him that belt.
Yep.
They're probably not going to give him the belt.
Nope.
So then we get Asuka versus Alicia Fox.
Yep.
I don't know that I watched this match. Was this on Hulu?
No.
Okay, I missed this match.
From what I read about it, it was a pretty quick match where Asuka puts her in a triangle hold or an armbar.
Yeah, that's weird.
Submits her with an armbar.
Yeah, because I watched the Hulu version, but I went back and I watched the Cedric and Drew match because that wasn't on Hulu either. I don't think. Yeah, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
So, anyways, yeah, there's that. Foxy losing to Asuka.
Again.
Uh,
When's that feud going to get over with? Never.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no clue. But now we get the 6-man tag match. Jason Jordan, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose versus Sheamus and Cesaro and Samoa Joe.
Yep.
I thought this was a good match. Yeah.
Sounds kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, it that's the thing, is it is, but they're all the people involved are good wrestlers. So it is somewhat entertaining. It's just that there is no reason to care.
These don't have any implications.
Yeah.
It's really Jason Jordan, Seth, and Dean.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Sorry. I was just looking to see if this light was on.
I thought there was a spider above my head, and I was going to scream.
Yeah. No, we haven't seen Spider since Spider Friend.
Yeah. So I thought it was going to be Jason Jordan. So it basically is Jason Jordan Jason Jordan, Seth, and Dean versus Samoa Joe with the bar.
Exactly.
Like, the bar doesn't even really need to be here. They just threw the bar in because it's like, oh, we need to make it fair.
Yeah.
Because those three guys have beef with Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
So they don't. So what, we forgetting that the Shield has beef with the bar?
Here is my thing, actually. Yes, there is that. It is ridiculous. You
super
are correct.
ridiculous.
However, how many times since the Shield got back together has Roman Reigns actually wrestled with the Shield on television?
Once. Wait,
I mean,
did he even wrestle once?
Yeah, just the once.
Why was he not at Raw?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I mean, they have this team
Why was he not at Raw?
in the Shield, and Roman is never wrestling with them. And they keep putting new people with Seth and Dean. I think at one point in a
weird.
house show, didn't Samoa Joe wrestle with Seth and Dean?
I think so.
What is going on?
I don't think anyone can really determine what is actually happening on Raw.
Yeah.
Because you're telling me that the person that sells tickets is of course it's going to be Brock. They announced that Brock is going to be there.
Yeah.
But also Roman, like, you're not going to have Roman be there, and Roman's your golden child, and you're not going to show up.
I don't know what's happening, man.
I think that's weird. I think there's some collusion going on. Collusion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, anyways,
Who wins?
It was a good match. Samoa Joe and Sheamus and Cesaro win the match. There's a distraction brogue kick. Sheamus hits a brogue kick off of a distraction. Cesaro gets the pin. Joe is already outside the ring. The 1, 2, 3 happens. They all walk up the ramp together and celebrate.
From what I read, though, the real losers are the Shield because Dean Ambrose is hurt.
Yes.
And he
so
had successful surgery.
After this match, there is a backstage segment where Dean is being checked out by a doctor, and Seth is with him. Samoa Joe and the bar attack them backstage. And apparently Dean Ambrose, prior to this match, had already had an elbow injury. And so I guess to kind of write him off for a little bit, they had this backstage segment. and Samoa Joe, essentially, there's like this road cart that they cart stuff around in.
Yeah.
And they hit Dean. Dean is kind of resting on one knee, and he's got his arm inside the road cart, and the lid is up. And Samoa Joe just takes the lid and slams it on his arm.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. So apparently they did that because he's got an actual injury.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, well.
So, we get the return of...
Generation of Great?
No. We get the return of the Revival.
No flips, just fist?
That's right. Top guys.
Top guys.
Top
guys. No
guys.
flips, just fist.
FTR.
I mean FTRR.
FTRR if you're in the know.
Yeah.
So the Revival goes up against Heath Slater and Rhino. The Revival
boy.
wins.
Heath Slater and Rhino finally on TV. Look at that.
Yeah, I guess we were talking about tag teams, and I had forgotten about the Revival. But I don't know. I think it's going to take a while to build them back up. They've been off for so long.
Here's the thing, right? You're going to have Samoa Joe and whoever he's with win.
Yeah.
So why not? And like Samoa Joe didn't even get the pin.
No.
Cesaro got the pin.
Yeah.
So why not kind of build the Revival up? And the Revival gets a pin on the Shield.
Dude, I'm telling you. This whole
I could
thing,
write this crap.
It should be
Sorry,
Samoa Joe with AOP.
Of course it should.
That's
AOP should be up here.
what should be happening right now.
Jeez.
We
write better than this WWE crap.
So we come back from break, and Elias is in the middle of the ring.
Love Elias.
And singing some song
about
Rhode Island or something like that, telling people to sing along with him. Or no, I don't remember exactly what happens. But anyways, while he's singing, Sasha Banks' music hits. She makes her way to the ring. Elias stays in the ring. And he says, sing along if you know the words. And he starts going into his song again, and then Mickie James' music hits, like right after he starts singing again. Mickie makes her way down to the ring. Mickie is she's like a legitimate singer. Like
she's a country music singer, and she has like an award. She has a couple of awards, or
which
something like that.
they say. And so Elias starts to sing again. Bailey's music hits. So, anyways, the point is that he keeps getting interrupted.
Yes.
And so they have Sasha, Mickie, and Bailey versus Absolution, which is Paige, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville.
Mm-hmm.
They have a match. It's okay. Mandy Rose has new gear. It's like black and gold instead of just gold.
Interesting. Black and gold for the Las Vegas Golden Knights?
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Maybe I'll get on
I don't
the
know where
Mandy
she's
Rose
from.
train.
I don't know where she's from. Maybe she's Vegas. Maybe she's from Vegas. I don't know. So, anyways, I don't remember exactly what happens and how the whole thing goes down.
That's how great it was.
But actually, I should mention before this all started, we get a backstage shot of the loading bay, and a limo pulls up. And
Mr. McMahon.
Who steps out of the limo?
Mr.
but,
McMahon?
Stephanie.
Is that you?
Stephanie McMahon.
Boo.
So Stephanie McMahon is. We all know that she's in the building when this match starts, but we get I believe there's like an attack that happens. Somebody gets DQ'd or something like that, but the whole locker room empties out, and everybody is fighting each other again. And then Stephanie McMahon's music hits, and she makes her way to the ring.
I heard Nia Jax got a really good looking back or Samoan drop.
She did. So after everybody makes their way down to the ring, she tosses Sonya Deville into the turnbuckles. She tosses Mandy Rose into the same turnbuckle. She goes over. She gets both of them, picks them up with relative ease. Like, it didn't even
nice.
look like she struggled at all to
Nice.
squat those girls. And yeah, she made her way to the center of the ring and just slammed them.
Ooh. Nice
Samoan
job,
drop.
Nia.
It was really cool. But anyways, Stephanie makes her way very carefully to the ring because she is wearing like 10-inch heels. I don't know what they are, but they are like super stiletto. That's like razor. She's essentially just walking on nails.
Let me guess, her voice was like a razor.
Yes, it absolutely was.
She's the
but
worst voice
not
ever.
really, because she's playing the babyface. It's great how she gets to choose. Oh, boy. She does have a very grating voice.
Oh,
But
that doesn't do it justice.
it doesn't change the fact that she's talking about the women's evolution, because apparently it's not a revolution.
It's an
evolution.
And they're not called
Saying
divas anymore.
how I think the term making history
Yes.
is like it's the buzzword.
Yes.
The buzz term.
They are making
history. And so she essentially says that they are going to have the very first all-women's Royal Rumble match.
At Royal Rumble?
At Royal Rumble.
You never know with the WWE. They
Yeah.
might make the Royal Rumble match.
And so
Next week on
was
Raw.
so weird because these girls who were just at each other's throats,
Yeah.
right, beating each other to bloody pulps because they hate, like the hate and the tension there is palpable.
Yeah.
You could cut it with a knife.
Ooh.
But all you have to do is say Women's Royal Rumble match, and they start crying and weeping and smiling and congratulating each other. We did it. We did it.
Woo!
Wait a minute. Weren't we just beating the crap out of each other?
You just
like
Samoan dropped me,
10
but
seconds
it's all
ago?
good.
It was very strange. But I mean, what are you gonna do? So anyways,
Yes.
that's how the show ended. It just ended with them in the ring celebrating,
Nice main event.
crying, weeping.
Not because of the pain. Not because of pain.
No.
that's
That's the show. What are you going to give it? The part that you saw.
From what I saw, I'm going to give it like a 3.
Yeah.
I only saw up to like Finn and the Miztourage.
This was a lackluster episode of Raw, to say the very least.
That's your main event, really?
To say the very least, this was lackluster.
Yeah.
The only saving grace is what I said before, is Samoa Joe being up. I mean, he really felt like the attraction.
Yeah.
Brock was there for a second.
Yeah.
Braun was there for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Kane. Finn was in an inconsequential match against the Miztourage. Really, the only person with any gravitas was Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Boo.
It was subpar.
Subpar, to say the least. All right. Shall we move on to SmackDown Live?
Let's
which is
move on
better
to
than subpar.
Smiggity Smackdown Live.
I did watch this.
All right, so
I love SmackDown
Judge,
Live.
hit me.
All right, we start off with Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon kicking off SmackDown Live, talking about what happened at Clash of Champions and the whole, you bumped me when I was doing the 3 count.
Shane, yeah.
I didn't do the whole 3 count. You did the fast 3 count. What's up, buddy?
Yeah. So Shane was making some weird
Points.
justifications for his
what he
actions.
did, which was dumb.
Because he essentially said that he
I thought
didn't
about all
count
these
that
things.
3 because
I thought about my father being beaten up. I got Team Blue being beaten at Survivor Series.
yeah.
And blah, and blah, and blah,
Yeah.
and blah. It's like,
And then he talked about getting bumped by Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
And so Daniel essentially said, so when Shane got to the part about the fast count,
yeah,
Daniel Bryan said, listen, Shane, I did the fast count to save you from yourself.
yeah. You can't fire them. I did this to save you from yourself. And the crowd goes crazy and says thank you. They start chanting thank you.
There's a thank you,
Right.
Daniel
Yeah.
chant. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah.
I mean, people I had seen. I haven't. I've been on vacation,
Yeah, you have.
so I
Start
haven't.
vacation tonight.
I haven't been keeping up with like the internet
Yes, I have though.
wrestling community
Yes.
so much, but I did see a couple little things about Daniel Bryan's heel turn.
Not
But
a heel
you
turn.
can't be the heel when that's what people want.
When
Like,
people are cheering your name, thank you.
people wanted Sammy and Kevin to win.
Yeah.
People wanted Daniel Bryan to fast count. People, I mean, it wasn't a heel turn,
No, was not.
which is what made the match that we get a little bit later so weird.
Yes. Yes.
But anyways,
So the match that we get later, they also do announce it is a 6-man tag match between. So it's Jinder Mahal, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke, AJ, and Randy.
this is backwards though.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal should be with Randy and Shinsuke,
Yeah. Well, maybe not Shinsuke.
and
but
AJ should be with
Sammy
Sammy and Kevin.
Yeah.
Like those are the baby faces.
Yeah, those are the people that get the most pop. And actually, Shinsuke shouldn't even be there.
Shinsuke shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Exactly.
And we had talked about this weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because Randy Orton
RKO'd
him.
that fool.
Why did he make the save? So yeah, Shinsuke should be a million miles away from this. But you know what was weird though is when Shane was mentioning, or no, Daniel actually. Daniel was the one who was talking about the match and telling everybody who was in the match. When he got to Randy Orton's name, Randy got a pop. People cheered for him.
Whatever. They just want to see
Loud.
an RKO. They just want to see an RKO. That's
So I don't know, man. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can. You can like whoever you want.
That's true.
But it's just weird that it's a thank you Daniel chant, and at Clash of Champions, everybody's cheering for what happened.
Yep.
And then everybody's also cheering for Randy Orton.
it. Yeah, and then everyone's like, "Oh, this is a heel turn for Daniel." No,
Yeah.
it's not.
It's not at all.
Moving on, we get the Usos versus American Alpha 2, which is Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable.
Ah, you said that wrong.
It's
It's Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin.
Listen, I told you, and I'm going to tell everyone here, my favorite tag teams, I don't have one favorite tag team.
Nope.
I have a favorite tag team brand, and that is SmackDown Live. I love the Usos.
Yep.
I love the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yep.
I love American Alpha 2.
Yep.
I love the New Day.
Yep.
Love Rusev Day.
Yep.
Love Breezango.
Yep.
Love the Ascension.
Yep.
I don't even know who else is there.
Yeah.
But,
doesn't
dude,
matter.
listen. Chad Gable. I was never a big Chad Gable fan.
I know.
Oh, that Clash of Champions
Yep.
was ridiculous. And
Yep.
then he goes on to wrestle the Usos and do basically the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, he's like Oprah. He's just handing them out.
Yeah.
He's like, you get a suplex, and you get a suplex, and you get a suplex, and you get a suplex.
Yep. And everybody in the crowd is just like, yeah, this is a great match.
And the Usos sell
oh, dude.
everything
Dude.
so great.
Dude. The Usos are awesome. They're so good.
I don't want them to give up their titles, but I want them to give
Yeah.
up their titles, but I
Yeah.
don't. It's a tough predicament I live in right now.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, they had a great match, but American Alpha,
Oh, Shelton Benjamin gets the pin, doesn't
yeah,
he?
well,
Or is
they hit their little whatever.
Super collider. No,
Yeah,
the
it's a
electric chair.
no. He has him in a power bomb. Shelton Benjamin has whichever Uso, I can't remember if it was Jimmy or Jay, in a power bomb position,
No,
and
not
then
powerbomb. He's sitting backwards.
yeah, that's a power bomb.
Yeah, but Jimmy's facing this way.
Oh, is he? So
Yeah.
he is in an electric chair position.
Yeah, he's in the electric chair position, and he just basically falls forward.
Oh, well, whatever that is,
Yeah,
they
it's
hit
great.
it, and yeah, they get the 1, 2, 3, and they beat. Why was this a non-title match?
It's because I like that it wasn't a non-title match because it builds up American Alpha. It
I
makes
understand
them legitimate contenders.
I understand that, but I mean,
Yeah.
if you are the title holders,
Yes, you should be defending it every single paper, every time you set it in the ring.
I mean, it just makes you look scared.
Yes.
Like if you say okay to a match that's not for your title, well, why isn't it for your title? Well, because I don't want it to be for my
We
title.
don't want it to be for the title.
So I don't know. That's the only thing that was a little odd to me.
Well, you can't have them. I mean, I guess you could have had another DQ. Like the Usos could have done something cheaty, but that doesn't build The Usos. I mean, that doesn't build up American Alpha.
No, I get it.
So, I like the direction. I actually was kind of glad that it wasn't a title match.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
okay with it.
I just wanted to hear the rationalization for it not being a title match.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that under the hood,
Yeah.
that's what's going on.
Yes.
And that's fine.
You want the
But-
outside perspective.
Yeah, but kayfabe,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah. No, I agree. Next, we get Charlotte and Naomi versus the Riot Squad. Basically, Naomi comes out and says that she's the first entrant into the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And says, I'll see you, Charlotte, at WrestleMania. The Riot Squad come out. They all cut a promo on each other. Then they have a match. So it's 2v3, and Charlotte and Naomi get the win. This match, honestly, wasn't very good. I wasn't excited about it. It was fine.
Yeah.
Ruby she's fine.
Yeah. No.
Sarah Logan
Not great.
actually looks fine.
Yeah.
She's just a big bruiser, which is what they need.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Liv Morgan got 0.
Yeah.
She didn't get tagged once.
Well, that's because she got destroyed by Becky Lynch on Twitter.
Oh, destroyed.
She just couldn't walk.
Roasted.
Yeah.
Roasted.
You're done,
Poor
Liv.
girl. Poor girl.
Done.
Get some iodine cream and just.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sit this one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. I wasn't super happy about it, or I wasn't super excited about the match. I was glad that Naomi was able to, because she was the one who got the pin.
Yes.
And I thought that was cool.
Of course.
And now that Becky Lynch is gone-ish, she's out filming a movie.
Soon, but yeah.
Charlotte needs an ally.
Yeah.
And so I think
sure.
that's what this match was really setting up, was that Charlotte has an ally in Naomi.
Mm-hmm. No sign of Natalia.
No, I don't know. Who knows what's happening with that?
Yeah. Well, who knows what's happening with the next thing? Dolph Ziggler comes out, and it's a celebration for being the U.S. champ, and, well, he basically said, hey, this isn't my first time winning this. Here,
Nope.
let me show you.
They go through every title win.
Yes, every single title win, and you kind of forget. Like, I think the WWE, I think it's a legit gripe that he has this, because I think people forget that Dolph Ziggler has been a heavyweight holder.
Yeah.
He's been an IC holder, 4 times?
Yeah.
Like, those are some big accomplishments, and he's stuck in, like, the mid-tier. He doesn't need to be there.
Well, I don't even think he's talking necessarily about his booking.
No.
So much as the crowds, and honestly us. Like, when we heard that the triple threat match was happening, who was the one person we knew wasn't going to win?
Dolph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, buddy.
that is what he's not really talking about his place on the card so much as the fans sleeping on him.
Of course.
And so, he takes the title off of, I'm sure he does take exception with how he's being booked.
Yeah.
But really, this was mostly about the fans forgetting.
Yeah.
And so he essentially says, I told you so.
Yep.
I told you so.
Yeah. He basically made Judge and Doc look like idiots
Yeah.
because we both said there's no way Dolph Ziggler's going to win this. Actually, if we had a time
with our hearts?
capsule, if we had a time capsule,
Yeah.
we could go back in time. Because I do believe I said I would like Dolph Ziggler to win this.
Absolutely.
I did pick him, but I didn't pick him. Like, I didn't pick him like the day we picked.
Yeah.
But it was like a week or so back. I picked him to win,
No, I know.
and then I changed my vote.
Yeah. So, anyways, he takes the U.S. title.
Yes.
He lays it down in the middle of the ring.
I thought he was gonna do a Naito.
And yeah, right.
I thought he was just gonna smash that thing.
Yeah. But he ends up just walking.
He just walks away.
Walks
Oh,
out.
he's doing his no entrance music thing again.
Yep.
That's kind of interesting.
Back to that. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen with Dolph. Now, we don't know what's going to happen with Natty. Yeah. We don't. That's not quite as pressing because Dolph is the title holder.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, the thing is that Natty cut the same promo, or Dolph cut the same promo as Natty did at Clash of Champions.
Yep.
Dolph just did it better.
Yep.
Why are we cutting the same promo? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, they don't have much to go with.
I guess. Next, we go to New Day versus Rusev Day.
They are all dressed up.
They're all dressed up. Now, this happened after the Usos versus American Alpha 2. Backstage, The New Day are dressed up. Kofi is a gingerbread man.
Yep.
Big E is the big elf.
Yep.
And Xavier Woods is a reindeer.
Yep.
And they're like passing out pancakes, and they've got new shirts that they're trying to promote, and Big E is stuffing pancakes into people's mouths.
Yeah,
and then,
it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. And then Rusev Day shows up, and they kind of like spoil it.
Yep.
And
if Rusev Day can spoil anything.
Oh, listen, Rusev Day, like Rusev, I forget what he does, but he pisses off Big E, and Big E goes, "Oh, sucker, this is the wrong Jack to Flap."
He's so good,
and I
man.
was like, "Whoa, that's great! I love it." So then we get this match. This match was hilarious.
Yep.
It was fun.
Yep.
It was a good match, but it was also just fun to like. Well, I haven't had a match where I can take myself out of like kayfabe for a second, right?
The light just went out.
So like
the night the lights went out in Georgia.
Yeah, you know. Well,
sorry.
No, it's fine. Like I haven't taken myself out of kayfabe. This was just a fun match to just sit there and watch and just be like, these guys are having fun.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston is fast.
Yep.
And he kept running around the ring saying, "You can't catch me on the gingerbread man."
Yeah.
And then Xavier Woods, like a reindeer, flies through the air. He does his crazy elbow drop.
Yep. His he starts on the turnbuckle and takes a couple steps off of the rope and
then jumps across the ring.
At one point, the Rusev and the Rusev Day, Rusev and Aiden English grab some flapjacks, some pancakes, and they start setting them up on the announce table. They make a stack, and then Aiden English takes some whipped cream and he makes a big pile, and Rusev is standing on the outside going,
he's like,
"More,
more, more!"
And so they get the whole pile of whipped cream on, and then Rusev takes one cherry and he puts the cherry on top. And then they go to put, I think it was Xavier Woods into it.
Because they want to say, "You want to put a red nose, the cherry on the Rusev, or on the Xavier Woods
and
nose."
They end up getting reversed.
Aiden English does.
Yeah, and so Kofi and Xavier end up sort of just kind of flapjacking him into the flapjacks.
Yep.
And that was really funny. They also, the New Day goes through their little bag.
Yeah, because it's Santa Rusev.
Yeah.
So Rusev was dressed up as Santa, and I like Byron. Aiden English was dressed up as a snowman, but Byron goes, "That's Olaf in there."
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay."
No, funny. I think that was Tom Phillips who said that.
Was it?
Yeah.
No. I wanted it to be Byron.
Yeah, and so anyways, they start throwing some of the stuff out to the crowd because like T-shirts and stuff like that.
It's New Day T-shirts.
Yeah. And then they pull out a pair of underwear.
Rusev underwear.
Yeah, and it says, does it say it's Rusev Day or something?
It says Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day on the underwear. So yeah, it was a great match, man. It was a lot of fun.
So much fun.
A lot of fun.
New Day pick up the win.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was still a lot of fun to watch and be a part of. Next, we get to our main event. Jinder and KO and Sammy versus Shinsuke, AJ, and Randy.
Yep.
I'm going to let you walk with this one because I watched it, but I wasn't a fan of it. I thought it was kind of dumb, and I didn't think that there was anything behind this that even warranted this match even happening.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any
Take
sense.
it away.
The match doesn't make any sense. And it really wasn't that great. There was some fun stuff that happened in it. I mean, honestly, for a fan of AJ Styles and Sami Zayn, it was cool to see them mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything super amazing, but it was just kind of cool to see them in the ring together. Jinder and Randy wrestled, and I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where Jinder goes from here.
I don't know either. It's I don't even know why this had to happen. It was just dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways,
that's
it was. I believe AJ hits a. No. So Randy is able to hit an RKO And then AJ hits a phenomenal forearm, and then Shinsuke hits the Kinshasa, and that's what gets the win. And, I mean, what are you going to do? Like, you have AJ and Shinsuke on the same team, and people seem to love Randy for some reason. So, I mean, I guess they liked it. But, again, you were just cheering, thank you, Daniel, for giving Sammy and Kevin the win over two of the guys in the match.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I don't get it. It was really weird. And it was unfortunate because I'm such a huge fan of most of the people in this match.
Yes.
I'm a huge AJ fan, huge Sammy fan, huge Shinsuke fan, and a huge Kevin Owens fan.
Yep.
How can I not like this match more than I like it?
Because it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't make any sense. The context for it is just ridiculous.
Very ridiculous.
So, anyways.
Well, that's SmackDown Live.
Yeah, it is. What are you going to give it?
I'm going to give SmackDown, other than the gender match, other than the main event match, and the Riot Squad Naomi thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this a solid 8.
Yeah.
Like, go watch it. It's hilarious. It's fun. You see some great wrestling.
Yeah.
It's a great match. It's a great show.
Yeah, I think 8 is a good score for this show, this particular show.
For sure.
Especially it being, the first show after a pay-per-view.
Yeah, which normally stinks.
Yeah, it was great. It was an entertaining show. It had everything that Raw was missing.
Yes. It had fun.
Yeah. Just good old
Who knew
fun.
that I wanted to have fun watching TV?
What? I wanted to be entertained.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Let's move to 205 Live.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Aha.
Let's start off with Grand Metalik and Kalisto versus Jack Gallagher and Kendrick.
I cannot get behind Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick.
No, I can't.
Kendrick.
This match was better than the last time. They just kind of grounded Kalisto.
Yeah. But this time they grounded Grand Metalik.
Yeah, it was. I was not a fan of the match. I just like Kalisto and Grand Metalik being together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll mention this. I mentioned this to you off camera. 205 Live should be the very first brand that gets a trios belt.
Yes.
Stick Grand Metalik, Lince Dorado, and Kalisto together.
Yep.
I mean, it's the perfect place to put a bunch of guys together. Have the main belt and then the trios belt.
Yep. Agreed.
So
next we have Hideo versus local talent. Local talent is GTS.
Colin something.
Colin something.
Delaney.
Yeah, Delaney, I think. He is a GTS pretty quick. So
yeah, it was a pretty quick match. His
GTS looked a lot better than the one he did against Curtis Axel.
Yeah, get some kicks in, get some strikes in. It was really just to kind of show him off a little bit, but boy, oh boy, did he not get anything from that crowd.
No, nothing.
They gave him 0.
Everyone was too busy buying popcorn or merch.
I guess.
Or going home.
That too. So that was unfortunate.
Yeah. Then we get Drew Gulak. Wow,
Yep.
I almost said McIntyre. Drew Gulak versus Cedric Alexander. This is like a second match.
Yep.
This is to prove to Enzo that Drew
Yeah.
knows how to wrestle and be
there's
a good minion.
Yeah, there's a backstage segment where Enzo essentially is dressing down Arya Daivari
Being
and Drew
mean to everybody.
Gulak for not being able to win, and Drew Gulak promises to beat Cedric Alexander this time.
Yep.
They have a great match. I really enjoyed this match.
Yeah, no, it's just as good, if not, it's just as good as the one on Raw.
Yeah.
These two could wrestle for days, and I'd be okay with it.
Yeah. And it's so weird because Drew Gulak has a similar style to Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher, that kind of hard-hitting, joint locks and stuff like that.
Rest hold stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
His submission is really cool.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Drew that makes it more interesting. Drew is able to take that similar move set and do something interesting with it. Whereas, man, I want to be able to get behind Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick, but I can't. It's too boring. It's
so
too
boring.
boring. So they have a great match. Cedric Alexander hits the lumbar check out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Like, he didn't set it up. He just, bam.
Yeah. This guy,
Love
really,
it.
he likes it when that happens.
Yeah, take note, Randy. You don't set it up by pounding your fists on the ground. You literally just RKO.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of the 5 moves of doom.
No, not.
So,
well, as Cedric is celebrating his win, he's John at the champ, who is ringside.
yeah.
And out of nowhere, out
Ari
comes
Daivari.
Ari Daivari. Well, guess what, Ari? You get a lumbar check, too.
Yeah. He ducks under a hit from Arya Daivari and is able to hit the lumbar check on Arya too, and they all sort of tuck tail and run up the ramp.
There we go. That's 205 Live.
Yep.
What are you going to give it?
I mean, average.
I was going to say,
5.
there is a number within 205 Live that I'm going to give 205 Live.
What?
A 5.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't
it's
bad.
Yeah.
It just wasn't super interesting.
That Jack Gallagher and Kendrick's match was just, I want more. I need more from you guys.
Yeah.
Show me more.
Yeah.
Next, we go to NXT, where we have Sanity versus Ari Dragon or Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly
Yeah.
for the NXT tag titles.
Yes.
And boy, oh boy, was this match amazing.
It was so good.
So it looks like Sanity's going to pull off the win here.
Yep.
When out of nowhere comes Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Adam Cole pulls Eric Young off of the top rope.
Yep.
Hits him in the.
But I mean, this is like 10 minutes into the match.
Yeah. This is the absolute turning point. But I mean, Ari Dragon does great by just keeping the people away from the corner. They put on some great moves, hard kicks, hard hits.
There at one point, Kyle O'Reilly hits the. It was because of Adam Cole. Because, sorry, go ahead. You were going through.
Yeah. So then the big turning point is that Adam Cole comes out. He kind of interrupts a little bit without the ref seeing. Well, out of nowhere comes Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross does her flying crossbody onto Adam Cole. They scuff it out a little bit. Well, mostly just Nikki Cross beating him up.
Yeah.
The crowds are chanting, "Let them fight," which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Then Adam Cole looks like he's going to try and interject again, but he takes a power slam from Killian Dane.
Yeah.
Onto the ramp, and then I believe this is when you, right?
Yeah, no, so what I was going to say is after it's so at one point Eric Young is going up to the top rope to hit the elbow. That's where Adam Cole pushes him off, right? Pushes Eric Young off of the top rope.
Yep.
And it was after that Kyle O'Reilly hit the axe and smash. Which those were that's the name of Demolition, Axe and Smash. That was the name of that tag team.
Yeah.
And so, but it's an axe kick followed by an elbow strike, and it looked so great. That was a great little thing.
That axe kick that he does looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah, because I mean he brings his foot down on the back of your head.
Yeah.
So, anyways, looks great. But yes, so then Nikki Cross comes out and they have their little thing. But off of the distraction, of Killian Dane having to take out Adam Cole on the outside, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish are able to hit their finisher, which is like the leg sweep and the knee. Like Kyle O'Reilly sweeps the legs and Bobby Fish jumps up and hits the knee.
Yeah, but it's
fish hook.
Yeah, it's called the fish hook, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was Alexander Wolf was right here, and it's like one comes this way and then one comes that way. Eric Young, yeah. One comes this way, one comes that way, and it's great. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was like out of nowhere. Take note, Randy.
Yeah. It was good.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Great match.
We get new tag champs.
Ooh,
yeah.
Oof. Dude, they're so good.
They're so over.
Yep.
They're so over.
I love it.
I mean, that's the most the crowd got into it.
I think so.
Because the crowd was dead.
They were dead a little bit during the other two matches, but they did sort of start to warm up a little bit in the last match.
Yes. The next match was Lars versus Roddy to determine who will be the last in the Fatal 4-Way to determine who's going to fight Andrade for the belt.
Yeah. I got to admit, I'm a huge Roderick Strong fan.
Of course.
And Roderick Strong loses this match.
Yeah, he should have won. So there are two people that should be in this match.
In the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, should be in the Fatal 4-Way that are not.
Yeah. Adam Cole and Roderick
Lars.
Strong.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So replace Killian Dane and Lars.
Yeah. I mean, this was a really good match.
It was so. Man, Roddy took him into some deep waters.
Yeah, so I think the big storyline is the fact that Lars has really never been pinned. Like, there's never been a pinfall attempt.
Nope.
At least not on TV that we've seen.
Maybe Cassius Ohno got in a little bit on TakeOver San Antonio.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But it was like for like a not even a 1 count.
Yeah, and so Roddy is able to get 2 pinfall attempts
and 1
on
for a 2
Lars.
count.
Dude, Roderick Strong is so freaking strong. I mean, just the fact that he can pick up
Lars
Sullivan and dump him. I mean,
well, he picks him up like Lars is here, and he picks him up like this.
Oh yeah, and there's a superplex.
Yeah, and he does a crazy superplex off of the top.
Yeah. So, oh man, I love Roddy. Yeah. But Lars Sullivan is able to hit the catch power, the pop-up power slam.
Yep.
And then hit the freak accident, which made a really nice noise on that.
Oh man, that wood starts clacking.
Boy, it sounded really good.
Yeah,
this was a great match.
It was a great match.
I hate that Roddy lost, but it was a great match.
Yes, it was. Our last match is Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate for the UK Championship.
Yes.
This match was a lot of fun to watch. I don't really like the whole rest hold, like joint manipulation that Pete Dunne does, but it makes sense. It was with the storyline.
Yeah.
Tyler Bate was selling very well. Pete Dunne was selling very well.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, are they booking Pete Dunne strong, kicking out of a Tyler Driver 97.
Yeah, he kicked out of Tyler's finisher. I mean, this match was great. It was a really long match. I mean, this was probably a 20-minute match.
Oh, easy 20 minutes.
I mean, it was a great match. Yeah, lots of joint manipulation, lots of comebacks, lots of cutoffs, lots of moves.
Lots and lots and lots.
I mean, it was great. And those guys, they're good, man.
They need to be on TV more. They need to be with the WWE more on TV, actually putting together these kind of matches.
Yeah. So Pete Dunne is able to hit the bitter end on Tyler and get the 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And he retains.
Yeah, he retains. It looks great. He looks great with it. Don't take it off him yet. Yeah, he does a little shrug to the crowd, which is like, you just want to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
I want to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
But I like him, so.
So, what are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it at least, I'm going to give it a 9.5. I'm not going to give it a 10.
Okay.
Because Roddy didn't win.
Yeah, I was even, that's funny. I was going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Except I wasn't going to give it the 0.5. I was going to give it a 9, but I would have given it a 10 had Roddy won.
Yes, 100%.
But, I mean, all 3 matches were beautiful.
Yeah.
They were great matches.
Yeah.
This is what wrestling should be.
It's 100%. NXT killing it again.
Killing it, man. Killing the game.
Killing the game.
So, there you go. That's it. That's wrestling for the week.
That's it.
A
little over an hour.
Yeah, we
did. A little
did,
under an hour.
Went a little long, but
sorry about that.
Yeah, it was a good,
Other than Raw, everything was fine.
Yeah.
Raw and 205 Live were bad.
205 Live was passable. Raw was not.
Yeah.
So.
Vince.
But we would love to hear what you guys think.
Yes, we would.
Please leave us a comment either on this video or hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter and let us know what you think about all of the current storylines, the booking, all the stuff leading up to Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
You could also hit the subscribe button, the
How about
like
that?
button, and the notification button, the share button. Share it with your friends.
Yep.
Who you like to debate wrestling stuff with and come up with your conspiracy theories. Please check us out on
Tell us
social
why
media.
Roman wasn't there.
Yeah, if you know why, let us know. Check us out on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah. So with all that said, unless you have anything else,
I got nothing else, man.
thanks for joining us, guys. We will see you next week.